Today we're looking at doing Reiki on the nervous system, as I explained earlier. When Reiki energy is intelligent, it knows where it needs to go. But today we're looking at a special focus of the nervous system. Now, once these are done and they are up, it's always good to do them 2 or 3 or 5 or however long you need it in a row, because for maximum effect, because the body sometimes needs a little bit of time to integrate the work and catch up with what's going on as well with the healing. And when I'm talking you through the meditation and what I'm doing with the Reiki, it's again always picturing that organ or that space in the body completely and utterly healthy. Okay, so let's begin. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. And breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. As you exhale, release any tension, stress, or negativity that you might be holding on to. I'd like you to imagine that you have life force energy coming in from the crown of your head, moving all the way down to the soles of your feet, and starting to fill every single cell within your body with life force energy. Until we are completely full. Expanding the life force energy beyond the skin, allowing the life force energy to flood your aura, and your energetic fields, containing your mental, your emotional, and your etheric aspects. Before we start focusing on our nervous system, I'd like to completely ground us by connecting to the crystalline grid at the center of the earth, calling forward this grid, visualizing it moving up through the layers, connecting to the soles of our feet, opening up the soles of our feet, and allowing the exchange of energy between our energetic fields and our physical body with that of the crystalline grid of Mother Earth, connecting us to all things. Feeling one with nature, allowing this grid to move up through the layers, anchoring itself into our heart space so that we feel completely anchored, grounded. And let's connect to the highest aspects of who we are by connecting to the golden grid from the central sun. allowing this grid to move through the layers, clearing everything in its way. As it makes its way, it connects to our crown of our heads, strengthens the connection to life force energy, strengthens the connection to our higher self, our I am presence. As it makes its way down, and it too connects itself to the heart space. And as both grids interlock and interlace, we feel completely grounded, centered, and ready. We allow the life force energy to move through us freely with the intention of healing, the intention of dissolving all that no longer serves, and with the intention of rebuilding and bringing us to the highest state frequencies that are ideal for us. Now let's start to focus our energy on our heads, focusing our energy on the brain. And let's focus on the frontal lobe. This part of the brain works with cognition and memory, helps us with the ability to concentrate, allows for us to have judgment, analyze, problem solve. This part of our brain also hosts our personality and our emotional traits as well. This part of the brain allows us to plan. Let's focus energy on the parietal lobe, in the top of our head, where our crown is. Our nervous system is constantly picking up energy from the field around us. The parietal lobe plays an important role in integrating this information from our several senses. It helps with our speech, our visual perceptions, and pain and touch sensations. Just below it, we focus the Reiki energy on the temporal lobe, and this place of the brain is the chief auditory receptive area. It contains the hippocampus, which is a region where long-term memory is formed. This also deals with high levels of visual processing. So our faces, different scents, and etc. Now let's focus the Reiki energy on the occipital lobe. On the back of the head. This is also our visual processing center of the brain. Contains most of what is referred to as the visual cortex. This is the part of the brain where our dreams originate from. That's the brain. For those of you that dream or receive your messages in your dreams, that's the part of the brain that is working. And then we focus on the cerebellum. Its main function is motion related, and it helps with that coordination, timing, regulates fear and pleasure responses, and has some cognitive functions. Let's focus on the brainstem. It serves as the brain warning system and sets alertness levels. So let's set the intention to calm with all the fear that is going on. Let's set the intention to really bring the brain and the nervous system to calm, to put it into a space of calm. And let's look at all other sides. The dura. Let's look at the spinal fluid. Let's send Reiki energy down through the nervous system, down the spinal cord, Setting the intention of bringing everything to a state of calm. Take note if there's somewhere down the spine that needs a little bit more attention. Or if there's an organ that we need to look at the nervous system that is connected to it that needs extra support. Making sure that the spinal fluid is flowing freely. Making sure our sympathetic and our parasympathetic nervous system is moving and acting at its ideal rates. And bringing in calm. Now let's imagine that we're placing one hand on the occipital lobe and the other hand all the way down in the sacrum at the bottom of the spine. And let's imagine that we're holding the whole nervous system in our hands, and we're allowing the life force energy to really work through the system, to reset it, bringing it down to stillness, to its still point. And then as it reboots, it starts to function like new. Everything is at ideal health within the nervous system. Function in our body is running at 100%. If there's any other place within your nervous system that you need to revisit, I ask that you revisit now, allowing the life force energy to flow into that area, whether it's your nervous system or an organ, whether it's muscle, whether it's bone. no matter where. Scan the body and let's send Reiki energy or life force energy to where it is needed. Let's see ourselves completely healthy, happy, joyous, and free. And let's make our way back to the here and now. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you.